And see, that's why I just need to... You got me monologuing! That's so good. Hey, Internet. We're here. We're back again, and we're going to watch another CinemaSins video. Everything wrong with The Incredibles in 10 minutes or less. I don't want to do this. I love this movie, Nate.
I do as well. Truth be told, man, I actually had in mind a different one, but then I saw Incredibles up here. I was like, oh wait, I haven't seen this one. Yeah. I've seen The Incredibles, but I have not seen this CinemaSins. And for it to tear apart one of my favorite Pixar movies,
let's see what they've got.
Yeah, I'm
so
nervous.
Good.
I'm nervous. What do you guys have to say?
I mean, I like the movie, but it's like, I mean, you can nitpick everything. So it's like,
true.
I mean,
it's
is it really going to change how
if
you
there's
feel?
this scene does not contain a lap dance in this movie, CinemaSins grow up. Just joking.
They'll do everything wrong with the Renegades React, so don't say that to them.
Let them. Bring it on. We accept all forms of criticism.
Actually,
you know what it's going to be?
I think that would be really funny.
Micah doesn't have his hair down this video.
Oh, gosh.
Micah doesn't have his hair down this video.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know what?
Oh, gosh. It's loose.
Well.
Oh, gosh.
You can't say that about this video.
Dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
All right. Before things get any crazier, Nate, roll the video.
Rolling the video.
Okay.
The
All right.
music.
Even in fantastic Pixar cartoons, nobody can aim for This is
Fair.
all well and good, but someone driving alongside on the street could easily figure out your identity if they noticed you before you did this, or even remember your car. Your identity is toast, Mr. Incredible. Let's go now. Why doesn't he just lay the tree down on the ground? Jesus. The guy stops a train later with his bare hands, so he doesn't need the tree. And as it turns out, unpredictable chase ended up going down the perfect street for Mr. Incredible to stop it.
I'm your #1 fan!
This move doesn't work out any better for Incrediboy than it did for me at Taylor Swift's New England estate, which is why in about 15 years, Taylor Swift is going to be really sorry once I unleash all my evil inventions. How the hell did Mr. Incredible know this dude was on top of this roof? All he heard was that there was a tour bus robbery in progress. He obviously didn't get there while it was happening, but he got there in time to see the robber running away, I guess, but didn't catch up to him until he ran all the way to the top of a building. And not just one, but 2 superheroes tracked and found this asshole.
Now you just stay here. They usually pick up the garbage in an hour.
On the roof? Mr. Incredible accidentally saved someone into the scene of another crime he can stop. So I guess this minister knows their secret identity? Nearly all the wedding guests are dressed in their superhero outfits, which is odd, considering you'd think proper wedding attire would be called for, even here. They took a risk, this guy wouldn't say anything, which is kind of amazing.
You and your son can go now, Mrs. Parr.
Did the principal ask her to come out here without looking at the tape first? Isn't it just a little possible someone would see that? Especially since the most popular kid in school just happens to be around in that same area. Man, that kid is riding the quietest big wheel in existence. He must have that Caterpillar drive from the Red October.
The car!
The table? You broke a plate, dude, not a table. Man, you are distracted.
Stucco that
Jesus.
table, man.
Why is it that none of the kids in this family have the same powers as their parents? You'd think genetically, with 3 kids, there'd be at least one. And you'd think even if they had different powers, each would have either elasticity or super strength or some combination. Also, we'll bring up the Fantastic Four elephant in the room, since half the characters have the same powers, and you could even make a case Mr. Incredible is a non-monstery the Thing. That leaves Dash, who's just the Flash as a kid, so we'll send that. But for all the people who are down on this because it's an animated Fantastic Four, when's the last time you saw a Fantastic Four movie that was even good? Much less as good as this. Well,
that's
this
a good
article on
point.
the right is some bullshit. The first 2 sentences are about a shooting, the rest is copy-pasted from the InsureCare Insurance Employee Manual. And this article on the far left is obviously also copy-pasted from the insurance manual.
Yep.
Awesome, but that's still spit. It can't be a superhero movie in the early 2000s without heroes saving people from a burning building.
I wanted to go bowling!
Both these superheroes used their rescued fire victims as shields during this debris shower.
Okay. Yeah.
Thankfully
yeah.
for our heroes, only one cop bursts into the store right now, while the others wait outside to see if he dies in Oh, he fired his gun? Maybe we should go help that single cop we sent in to capture the jewel thieves all by himself. What am I going to do about my dip husband face? In a world where superpowers are real, physical injuries as a result of superpowers are not real. Also, luckily this happens right at the time when Mr. Incredible has another job offer waiting for him when he gets home.
We gotta pay damages, erase memories, relocate your family.
Wait, hold up. You can f***ing erase memories? And if you can erase memories, why do you need to relocate the family?
This message will self-destruct.
Brad Bird steals the Mission Impossible from a franchise he will one day direct. Do residential homes have water sprinklers? Convenient jungle
They used
waterless
to.
slip and slide. Since later we see this thing has propeller arms, why is it not using said propeller arms right now? This molten lava causes no damage whatsoever to the Omnidroid. Mr. Incredible uses my older brother's stop hitting yourself method to defeat the robot. Also, how likely is he to not be hit by any of this robot self-harm bullshit?
And invite him to dinner.
Why? So he can witness the lava wall thing he'll use later to infiltrate your secure computer room? Is there any other reason?
I take it our host is...
I'm sorry.
Mirage and Mr. Incredible are definitely not this close, and not close enough to have a normal conversation for sure.
Yeah.
And that is a waterfall of lava. How can they even remotely hear each other at all?
It's
Good thing this
true.
train yard
That's
is entirely deserted
Is
all
lava
day, every
loud?
day, so that no one ever sees
It's
this.
giving
Why
off
is he
an
cleaning?
electronic reaction.
He got
Now
that one
it's
gig and got
very, very
paid, but
loud
Mirage gave
when
no
it's popping.
indication he'd have more work in the
Because
future. I mean, sure, maybe he's just trying to feel better about his body, and that's cool. But with workouts and the new cars, the movie suggests Bob somehow knows he'll have more superhero work coming. Oh, no, wait, there's a train, which is fine and all, but no one else here? I mean, if trains are coming through here, then there have to be workers all over this train yard, right? Stray hair on a jacket always means your man is cheating cliché. Also, has he not cleaned that thing since he got a Mirage hair on it? That was months
Funny
ago,
story,
right?
I went to lunch
and
with
Helen
a guy
didn't notice
and,
this until now.
his
Also,
then
right after she
fiancée
finds the
found
stray
my hair
hair,
in his
guess who's
car.
calling right now?
She was blonde. It was kind of awkward.
We have a new assignment for you.
First time, they sent a self-destructing iPad. Second mission, regular-ass phone call direct to this family's home phone line. Because security, right? I mean, this is ultimately what gets Helen curious enough to go after Bob later. So Syndrome's outfit's sloppy mission delivery really caused his own demise, if you think about it. By the way, you're getting banged 3 ways to Sunday lately, and you think he's cheating on you?
You sly dog! You got me monologuing!
Well, he didn't get you to do anything, so and just because you're self-aware about
Jason
the
Lee
monologue doesn't make
makes
it
it
right, does
such
it?
great
a-
syndrome.
All right, try this one on for size, big boy.
Love
If you
the
wanted to kill him,
animation right
couldn't you
there.
have done
'cause
that already?
You can actually
Well, if
see
not
the
for this handy
leather on
underground
it
cave,
move.
Mr. Incredible is a
I mean,
dead
that's
man.
the precision
Phew,
that
thank
Pixar
God
went
for this
with
island's
that.
fluky geography.
Life reading negative. Mr. Incredible terminated.
This is the worst damn life-sensing probe ever created. Doesn't have any proof of Mr. Incredible being dead, unless it got fooled by the convenient gazer beam skeleton down in the cavern. Even so, how did it miss Mr. Incredible right behind the skeleton?
And can also withstand a temperature of over 1,000 degrees.
Yes, but can the baby's face?
That's a good point.
Let's go do what?
Ednamota's the greatest.
Can't that asshole radio it in? Luckily, Mirage just happens to be looking down and has no peripheral vision whatsoever, as Mr. Incredible holds a giant statue over his head. Well, that's awesome that Mr. Incredible was able to use that password that Gazerbeam just happened to carve into the cavern walls with his last dying breath. But how did f***ing Gazerbeam learn that damn password? Also, Super Genius Syndrome uses a 6-letter password for the computer that holds the secret to all his island operations. It's pretty ridiculous that all these superheroes
No
died
special
and there wasn't
characters.
one word
That-
about it
yeah,
through their network.
Right, yeah.
Sure, they may have gotten out of touch over the years, but all these people dying and not even a whisper about it? Incredible fire-based garbage disposal here. But what if you accidentally bump dinner into this thing? Shouldn't the fire at least be button activated?
Pull yourself together!
Encouragement abuse. Abusagement.
Take that off before somebody sees you.
Who's going to see it? You're in a bedroom where you just closed all the blinds.
Snug, I'm calling in a solid you owe me.
Snug ex machina.
You know, I was right to idolize you. I always knew you were tough. But tricking the probe by hiding under the bones of another super? Oh, man!
Maybe it shouldn't be Mr. Incredible's amazing trick you're amazed by, but the horrible failure of your probe to detect him. Besides, hiding under? Where is he hiding under? Also, how the f*** do you know that's what he did? Your probe didn't notice him. Did you send another better probe after the fact?
Yeah.
Or did you have video cameras down there, thereby negating the reason for the probe? The kids stowed away, which is cute, until you think about how they did it. I mean, only one of them can turn things invisible, and yet they somehow arranged to sit her in seconds, snuck into the car before Mom for a ride to the airport, snuck onto the plane, and then stayed quiet this whole time.
He's super
It would certainly
fast.
suck if these missiles hit the jet,
And
but
she can be
considering what
invisible.
Edna said about their super suits being indestructible, would it really be all that bad? They'd probably survive that, which we would then send. Yep, this shit rules. One sin off kind of rules. Elastigirl kicks this dude, who accidentally starts shooting everywhere, and wait, shooting the keycard access thing makes the door open? Well, that's convenient. I guess it's a good thing Dash decided to check this cave out at this very moment in time, or else they would have been toast.
Yep.
Unless those suits are as awesome as Edna says they are, where your very face doesn't get burned somehow. That's how freaking far the flames went? Why doesn't Dash just do the thing he
Yeah.
did a minute ago when they outran the fireball, and take his sister by the hand and zoom the hell out of range from the spy bird? Syndrome still hasn't killed Mr. Incredible for some reason. There actually is no use for Mr. Incredible anymore, so the only reason why he's still here is just so he can
He's
be saved
really
by his
not
family.
that good of a villain. But
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Here we go.
Of course.
Spaghetti.
Look how awesome these little jungle speeder things are. They aren't catching up to the Dash we've seen in this movie. Dash
They
is
are
a
really
Doogie
cool.
Howser graduate of the Prometheus School of Running Away from
from
Things.
things.
The screenwriters blessed Dash with 4 times as much luck as he deserved in this sequence to ensure he landed on this Ex Machina Island security chopper.
Really,
Premature
kid?
jubilation.
How has he never tried that before?
Man, Brad Bird loves the
Yeah, that
bullets whizzing
removed
into
the
the
sin
water
for that.
effect,
Yeah.
doesn't he? I mean,
Good.
we know these bullets would lose most of their power once they hit the water, but as shown, damn, that girl should be dead.
You married Elastigirl?
How do you not know that after following Bob around all this time? Okay, so maybe
and
you don't
got
recognize
busy.
her because she doesn't have her mask
Well,
on.
actually,
but you got Mirage to
never
do some hardcore stalking, and she knew what Bob looked like without his mask on, so I don't get your surprise at all.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
Why are they still alive again? Syndrome tried to create a perfect superhero killing robot, but accidentally invented AI, which surprisingly the movie slides right on by without a second thought. So much bullshit. Come on, man, what are you, a rookie? Violet recovers from unconsciousness just at the time she needs to reinsert herself back into the action. Why are there no labels on this remote that explains what each one does? Man, that's some elementary stuff right there, but Syndrome decided, nah, I can memorize it.
The only thing hard enough to penetrate it is...
Yeah, but I thought Syndrome built an upgrade to the robot you destroyed, and wouldn't that be part of the upgrade? You mean this is actually going to work? This is some incredible aim by Mr. Incredible here, to take out the robot's brain core, considering he couldn't see the core and the claw rocket changed directions after he let go of it. You mean after he got slammed into the building and fell unconscious, he got up and went to the Parr household because... Why again? Only here did he first learn Bob was married and had these 2 kids, but he didn't know anything about Jack Jack. So what the hell? Is no one else in the neighborhood besides Big Wheel Kid concerned about this huge disturbance? This Underminer just starts blabbering away immediately, as though he's positive someone important will be right there outside the elementary school track to hear him and be in awe. I'm pretty sure I would have figured out these people's secret identities by now. Oh, by the way, one last thing. Did we mention how much this movie steals all the James Bond? This movie steals all the James Bond.
85 cents, not bad.
Doesn't it bother you? All the worlds and innocent people you've helped destroy?
I don't know. Those are pretty valid.
If the second one, if Incredibles 2, it's got to, I hope it's good. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, no, I'm scared.
Don't.
Do you find something comical about my appearance when I'm driving my automobile?
Why didn't you tell our daughter about it, honey?
Janie, today I quit my job. And then I told my boss to go f himself, and then I blackmailed him for almost $60,000. Pass the asparagus.
Problem with authority, Mr. Anderson. You believe that you are special, that somehow the rules do not apply to you. Obviously, you are mistaken.
Press elevator. Diner guy, snag on takeoff. Splashdown, sucked into a vortex. No kicks.
Well, it is good Cape weather. Cool, breezy.
Why a cape? Who wears a cape? Where do you even get a cape?
I get a Peter Pan right here off of this dam, right here.
She's got a fat ass.
You've beaten my giant, which means you're exceptionally strong. So you could have put the poison in your own goblet, trusting on your strength to save you. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you.
Oh, no.
You know what I do? I connect. I get people off. Oh, I look for the one guy who isn't getting off, and I make him get off.
And when everyone's super,
maniacal laugh.
No one will be.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
You tell me what my suit is, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good!
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
Bob, throw me!
I love him so much.
Wow.
Okay, people have been clamoring for us to watch those, the after credits ones.
Yep.
All right. I gotta say, okay, now that we've done it, guys, can you please stop pestering us about it, please? Because every time I go into one of our CinemaSins videos, it's like, what?
Where's the after credit stuff?
Yeah, watch those.
There,
watch
we
them.
did the
Yes,
thing.
There, we did it. Happy, fine, thank you. Okay. Yeah. So, do you think any less of The Incredibles, though?
No.
No, I don't either.
No.
You guys?
I had thought about a lot of that stuff beforehand, but
Yeah.
I gloss over because the movie's really good.
Well, you see, there's no such thing as a perfect movie.
Oh, it's true.
And sometimes CinemaSins does point out some bull things, like, you know, the whole this scene does not contain a lap dance, which they don't do that anymore.
Good.
They don't do that as much anymore, in which they take it more serious now, which I appreciate that. And you know, there's problems with every movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be problems, and it takes a really smart screenwriter, and not only the screenwriter, but the director, the editor. I mean, everything has to match up perfectly, and that's hard to do.
It's really hard to do.
It is, and yeah. So everything wrong with The Incredibles in 10 minutes or less.
If that's all they had, I'm pretty pleased.
I am as well. I mean, can't wait for Incredibles 2. I mean, what is your ideal plot line for Incredibles 2?
I have no idea, but I know something I want in that movie.
What's that?
So, Frozone goes walking in, pushes the button, suit's gone again. Goes yelling out, "Honey, where's my..." Suit hits him in the face. And his wife comes walking out in a fire-themed suit. "You're not going without me." Perfect!
Yes.
All of the Oscars, all of them ever.
Actually,
perfect.
You remember that interview?
I bet that would be a steamy relationship.
I hate you, Micah. You remember that interview? Go.
Well, you remember the interview in the first movie where it's him, Elastigirl, and Mr. Incredible giving their interviews? He's like, "Hey, if you like some super ultra lightning, babe, that's fine by me. I'm good. I think he was thinking about his wife right there. I think his
probably.
wife's the super ultra lightning.
I'm
babe.
okay with this.
Yeah, I think that's what that is. I think that'd be a good tie-in. What I want, I don't know if it could be a cohesive plot line that Brad Bird could use, but I always imagine if there's a family of superheroes,
family of super
villains. Yes,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And don't follow the usual trope about Violet falling for the boy or anything like that.
Yeah.
Have it be like a rivalry thing.
Have Dash fall for the girl.
I could see that.
Just twist it around.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, him falling for the bad girl. The girl, the girl all the good guys want. It could be that, but I don't know. You see, there's so many ways they could go with it, and Brad Bird, knowing Brad Bird,
he's gonna do the right thing.
Yeah, he's
gonna do it right.
He'll do it right. So can't wait for that.
Oh man.
And oh man.
Whew.
Yeah.
Guys, you got any theories? Anything you want to see in these movies?
Not compared to those.
Capes.
No capes.
No capes.
No capes.
I want to see some capes.
I assumed you would, darling.
I want more Edna Mode. That's what I want.
Yeah. I want Brad Bird to keep voicing her.
It's so good.
They originally brought in Lily Tomlin to voice her because Lily Tomlin.
Yeah,
that's who he originally had in mind for it because of the look and everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Brad Bird said, "This is the voice I had in mind." And then Lily was just like, "Why don't you do it?"
And it's like, do that. That's really great.
and now we have Edna Mode.
Yeah. Hey, look, when you get endorsed by Lily Tomlin on that, you do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
Yes, indeed.
And with that, before we get ourselves into even further rants, we're going to call this one to a close. If you like what you've seen, let us know. Recommend more of these, because these are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any in particular you want us to see, let us know. We'll take a look. We put out a lot of videos.
Hopefully our copyright strike will be gone by then.
Yeah. Check out the rest of our videos. Check out the Renegade Faction channel because we do a lot of good stuff over there. And I think that'll do it. So, bye, Internet.